The ocean is in trouble, therefore, so are we. You, as 21st century human beings, the luckiest people who've ever been born, because you have the capacity to act on that knowledge and do what it takes while there's still time.
Sylvia Earle was the Center for Climate Journalism and Communications inaugural Climate Communicator in residence. And we brought her in because we really wanted students to have a first-hand experience with a communicator par excellence.
What I do, I don't consider to be work. What I consider, what I do is just the privilege of being able as a scientist to explore and to share what I discover.
Sylvia Earle is an oceanographer, an explorer. She's been a federal administrator, the first woman chief scientist of NOAA. So she has an extraordinary background working in a variety of different capacities, plus the lived experience that makes her an extraordinary communicator.
I think the best thing I've ever done is still out there to be done. It's just, what's next?
Sylvia Earle was here for about a week, and she was kept very, very busy.
So among the things I've been able to do is to have conversation with really smart people, with the students listening in.
The first program we held with Sylvia Earle was with LA Times writer Rosanna Shaw, and they were a perfect pair to have together on stage because Sylvia, of course, is an oceanographer and Rosanna is an oceans writer for the LA Times, and she had a book published the very day of the program.
This ocean is rising. It has been absorbing so much of the excess heat from our excess carbon emissions, and the ocean's moving inland, and the coastline is supposed to move inland with it, and we're supposed to move with the coastline. I mean, can we reframe the way we think about our relationship to this issue? And by doing so, what does that mean to live in better reciprocity with the ocean, as Dr. Earle so beautifully does?
The second program that we organized was specifically for students and intended to share Sylvia's wisdom for a new generation of climate communicators, activists, and advocates. And what really struck me is Sylvia's ability to stand essentially on a stage for an hour and talk totally from the heart and hit the marks every time.
And I feel like a student, and that's great. Because I'm here to learn. A chance to meet with the faculty as well as the students and to tune in and learn from them and to see them willing to take on these issues, come up with solutions, and to hear about professionals who've been thinking about these things for a long time. It's like a very tasty minestrone, all of these discussions that are going on.
Something very surprising to me is that many of the emails that I received after the programs weren't even from our communication students. They were from students in the sciences who didn't know that it was possible to be a scientist and a science communicator.
I think most of all to inspire, looking with a can-do attitude about being a 21st century human being. I feel so lucky. We're here when we're armed with knowledge. Imagine if we did not know about the problems that are out there. Imagine if we couldn't see that if we do this, if we do that, that we can move in the right direction. To inspire not just hope, but action.
Climate change is terribly frightening, and the magnitude of it can leave us feeling helpless. I hope that Sylvia's visit made our students feel empowered, like they have a voice, like there is possibility for change still left. I hope they left feeling that this moment is their moment for the taking, and that with the students, we can get through this.
Don't underestimate your power. Everything starts because somebody does something, and others join in, and then things do change.